What's up, Trekkies? Hi. So, we've got clunky news. Some good, some bad. Apparently they need help remastering Deep Space Nine. Apparently there's a project that says they're going to remaster, and it's not just like the space station. They want to do the episodes. So that's something. There's a link below if you want to help with that one, because you know something about remastering. I do video editing, not remastering per se. I don't know how to go through frame by frame and touch things up. Let's see. Console seems to be, we're sliding over on that one right now. You guys have the support cruiser stats, which I went over previously there. They have the temporal operatives starship mechanics, so they have that hull configuration thing with a beam that builds up the points. I know I've talked about it before. I have it on my Eternal class. It's somewhat cool, but the problem is I don't like the support bonus to the beam, but I like support configurations bonuses. Provides a boost to max aux power, control strength, and exotic damage, but for every time, with a small reduction of energy weapon damage. And the support counters increase the stun of the beam. I'm like, I don't really care about the stun. I want to do damage with the beam. It's a fun mechanic. I mean, if you want to use the offensive one, then you do more damage, but you kind of tend to be slightly shifted towards escort. It's really strange. If you guys switch around with it, you can even build up 2-2-2, 3-3, 1-1, 4, 1-2-3. So you just have to constantly shift your hull, and it gets really weird doing that. And so the ships are the Narendra. The ship is the Narendra class, and that's the support cruiser, so it's the Enterprise C, the one that you get from the mission with Tasha Yar. Yeah, that one. It's moved up to a tier 6 version since it's been yanked through time and built. It's built at a special, anyways. So it's got a Commander Engineering, Temporal Operative, Lieutenant Commander Science, Lieutenant Commander Universal. So the Lieutenant Commander Universal allows you to use what you wish. I mean, if you want to be cruiser heavy, go cruiser heavy. If you want to be kind of science heavy, I mean, that's 6 science abilities. Go for it. If you want a tactical in there, that gives you Lieutenant Tactical, Lieutenant 5 tactical ability. Oh, 6, because there's an Ensign Tactical also. But if you go with an engineering, that's 7 engineering, 3 science, 3 tactical. It just kind of how everything works. Plus, the Lieutenant Commander Universal could be an engineer that gives you some of your engineering abilities that you want to have on your Commander Engineering, but are also now temporal operative abilities. Bonus. It's got 3-4-3 tactical science engineering consoles. It's very balanced. It's a cruiser. It's very balanced on everything. Temporal trajectory shifter, and history will remember. Ambassador fleet support cruiser, tier 6. So the Ambassador class, the fleet support cruiser, your tier 6 is your fleet version. It does not come with the console, and it does not come with the starship trait. So you got to get the other one, and then those will apply to this one. That's how all these fleet things work. I know y'all think about it, but Cryptic wants to make money, so they're going to make you spend Zen on something more expensive to get the things we're all really looking for, is fun consoles and starship traits. The Voral support battlecruiser, really similar. Instead has a Lieutenant Commander Tactical and an Ensign Universal rather than a Lieutenant Commander Science and an Ensign Tactical. That's where they make that shift. It's more offensive. It's plus 10 weapons, plus 10 engines. Still got the same consoles. What does this console do? Manipulating localized space-time allows a complex technology to shift the chronometric energies from one starship's continuity to another. This process is explained in layman's terms as stealing time from the target. By redirecting temporal energies, they become slower while you become faster. Relatively speaking, of course. These energies translate as a reduction of the foe's weapon firing speed, ability recharges, defense rating, and the same aspects to you, but are increased. So you fire faster, your abilities recharge faster, and you gain more defense rating. History will remember. When this trait is slotted, each foe that damages you will grant you a stack of History will remember, which imparts increased weapon damage, hull capacity, and hull regeneration. Each foe only counts for a single stack. No matter how many times they damage you, each stack will last until you leave the map. You may have a maximum of 30 stacks. It takes at least 30 seconds. Stacks may only be gained at a maximum of once per second. When did it start? Yesterday. The Breach. So this is fly down the canyon, hang a right, fly down the canyon, hang a right, and then go back to the edge, go inside, take out the threes, fly over the center thing, blow it up, fly out, win. If you want to do the long advanced version, cool. You get more things. I would say go through on when you're doing this, since it's an all marks thing. Since it's an all marks reward at the end, necessarily you get to choose what you want. Get one of each as you go on through these days, because we had the Breach on PC and then we got Star Trek Discovery. And in the next news, so you guys are going to get tier 6 reputations, which is 50 marks per day, and you need to do that 50 times because you need 250,000 experience and you get 5,000 a day if you only do the daily one. You can edge a little bit more up if you use the hourly 3 times, but that just drains your marks. So 50 times you need to do this. So you need, 50 times 50. That's a lot of marks. Anyways, that's just preparing for that one. You can go run other things that get you marks. So like if you chose Nukara, well then you can also probably go run Borg ISE. And then you can go inside the battlegrounds, the Badlands battle zone. That'll get you temporal and Terran marks. And then you go inside the Dyson thing, and you don't really and then in Dyson you do something there, you get your daily. That's all I'm really looking for you guys to do, is get your daily, because that's like 70 some odd marks. And then you go to Undi and you get that one, and that's somewhat, and that way you can start ticking off the ones that are harder to get, like Iconian, in case you don't run Gateway to Grethor all the time, or Delta, because you don't run any of those missions and you don't want to go back to Kobali Prime. You'll end up with a Dino pet, and he's actually really cool. So he's and the thing is he's basically just a turret. And I know there have been other things that work as turrets, like engineers have physical turrets, but this one has a longer cooldown, and but he's smart. He's smarter because he's a use effect. He's effectively untargetable. So he's really good where your bridge officers tend to die, like Variosaur Rexes. Yeah, they tend to go that way. And so that's the Breach. You guys, let's see, console patch notes. Discovery lockbox items have been added to the Infinity lockbox, and the Infinity lockbox more Infinity boxes will be available to get on November 6th. There you go. So once the Infinity box is over, then you guys are going to get Discovery. So maybe before Thanksgiving? For those of you who still celebrate Thanksgiving. Red alerts are being changed to special weekends. So Borg, Tolian, and the Zenkethi are going to be special weekends. The cooldowns have been removed. Rewards have also been restructured. There's a red alert special blogs. Resolved an issue which was blocking some people from spending expertise after accumulating a large amount of it. Don't know what that's about. And yeah, there's that. So moving on with PC, or just general news. STO at Destination Star Trek Birmingham, and that's in England. Letting you know. Largest celebration of Star Trek in Europe. So don't plan on getting anything to Alabama anytime soon, guys. So Jerry Ryan, Jeffrey Combs, Alexander Siddig, Michael Dorn, and of course the newest cast member, Mary Wiseman, will be there. It's Tilly. Yeah. So that's happening this Saturday. Anything else? Nope. Other than the fact that I did a TFO this morning and I wound up going into Starbase 1 on advanced and everything was minus 52 levels. My dual heavy cannons one-shot a bird of prey. I wound up just turning my little buddies, I just wound up sitting in one spot and turned them onto intercept. So they just went crazy. Every time something showed up, they just shot the hell out of it and killed it. I didn't even move. They just faced forward and like gravity well. And then things would show up and by the time they got pulled to the center, they were dead because they took so much shield penetrating damage of my gravity well. The Cryptic needs to fix that one. I understand that you might have one that you want to do at like low levels, like minus 52 from what I was. I'm 65. They were level 13 and I was 65. Like, what's going on here? So I understand if you're coming out of your discovery quests, which I have not done, then you might be somewhere around 13, and thus doing the Starbase 1 would make it actually difficult. But when you're queuing at 65 into a random TFO, and it's not like I was the only person in there mopping everything up. Everybody in there was level 65. We basically just sat still and like chatted in team chat because our auto attacks were killing everything. So they gotta fix that one. Is that in PC patch notes? That was for yesterday. Resolve an issue which occasionally caused waves of Klingon to not spawn. That would have been interesting. Updated mission to offer TFO Defense of Starbase 1 handoff to be Admiral Quinn instead of Admiral Kensington for Discovery characters. Okay. Resolved an issue that prevented Discovery captains from getting their first complement of duty officers. Okay. Updated the final cutscene at the episode Downfall to no longer be skippable. A cutscene. I might have to go play a mission. Discovery captains will now receive a second rifle if they discard the first one that is given during the tutorial. Doesn't bring up anything about that. Just the Discovery characters are having a problem. Anyways, I will chat with you guys. Actually, I won't. So the other last little bit of news is about me. I almost ended that as per normal, but then I realized that I will not be doing any more Trek Tuesdays. As much as this is a thing that I've been doing for the last 5 years, it isn't a thing anymore. I've been feeling the strange burden since I moved over here of being on time, making sure it gets done on time, and I'm on the other side of the clock now. I don't record on Tuesdays. It's just, the news is not lining up very well, and I feel pressured sometimes to put up stuff that's when there is no news. And the community by and of itself is getting very toxic. Whether it's just, I still play the game, but I don't feel like it's the game I was playing anymore. I need to, quote unquote, retreat, move the channel away from gaming. I mean, I'll still probably talk about games and talk about Star Trek Online of the stuff that I'm doing, but I'm not going to make any more designated Star Trek Online videos because I almost dread them every day. I'm just like, oh, there's going to be no news, or the news that's going to be there is like faint wisps of something, and then it posts at the last second, and I'm just like days behind. I don't have alts. I don't play the game like most people who want to watch YouTube videos for Star Trek Online play the game. I play science. Everyone else plays weapons full. Or if they do come with me to questions, or they want to use websites that I can't visit in Europe, or something, I can't help people sometimes because they're using wonky websites and they want me to go to Reddit and search through things, and I'm like, I want to help, but some people want me to help them their way. So it's like, it's super stressful when people don't really want to listen. They just want to have things told to them. They don't want to interact. I mean, I barely get comments on these videos to begin with. My channel feels more about me and football than it does Star Trek Online, and that's it. Will I ever make them again? I might, if I get a little fiending for it, but they're not feeling very rewarding right now. And like I said, the community overall is just not becoming something that I don't feel a part of. I'll catch you guys on my regular vlogs if you still watch for that content.